Please, doctor, let me say something. Someone said to me, when we released this topic, someone said, is it even possible to have intimacy without sex? We will come back there to that. We'll come back to that, and I will tell you what and we will look at it. Yeah, we'll look at it a bit closer. But the part where you came here is this another person said, if intimacy without sex, I don't think that's possible. Instead of that, let them marry.
Okay.
Marry. Okay. He said let them marry. So if you say let them marry, it means that his conclusion is that intimacy cannot happen without sex. So when they marry now, the whole problem will be solved.
No, it's not.
But sir, what I'm hearing you say is that if you don't get to the point of intimacy, when you get married, the sex will become tasteless.
Okay, I don't know if I can come in here because this is what I do for life and for living. Every now and then, I need maybe an average of 3 to 4 couples I speak with every week. And one of them I've come to realize is this, even married couples. I think it was Pastor Bology who posted something recently this week. He said he's tired of this, trying to convince married people to sleep with each other and to tell singles not to stop to sleep with each other. So the problem is, but now they are married, what's going on? So what people don't get to understand is that intimacy is more elaborate, it's more all-encompassing. Sexual intimacy is just a form of intimacy. I also need to let, from my own experience and engagement, the therapeutic engagement with couples, whether at the individual level or at the couples level, I've come to realize that when there's no intimacy, even sex becomes a chore.
When there's no
intimacy, it becomes a chore. Yes, it becomes work. And that's the major reason why a lot of women are not giving sex to their husband. That's the reason why a lot of men are not enjoying sex with their wives, because intimacy has been thrown out of the window.
Wow. So for all of those, because I was going to ask another question. This one is singles that ask this question. Yeah. So all of you that are online, please, you can throw your questions in the box. My team, please, if you see a question, because this conversation is just flowing, you will see a question that you need us to address, please throw it up on the screen so that we can tackle it as we go. That's how Mancave is, as we go. Kingsley Ep1 says, question, why do married people find it hard to have sex, but the unmarried are having random sex? Why is that? What is the problem? Because it seems as if sex is like a prize, or like a goal that you have to attend to, And where the problem comes again is that when you are in church, they will tell you people should not have sex before marriage. So if you want to have sex, go and marry. And then you're now married and the sex is not the fun you thought it would be. But the single people, it is fun for them. Okay, what's going on?
I would like to answer this question. It's a very long one if you permit me to take you on a journey. Now,
sir.
I always come across this question every now and then when it comes to this issue of sex and marriage. At the beginning, when a man meets a woman, I love you, blah, 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 you are head over heels and things like that. Some of us have to cross 7 rivers, 7 oceans, and climb 7 mountains.
Yes,
you are friend, you talk. During my own time when I started this business of getting married and things like that, or being in a relationship, a married bound relationship, MTN came up with this extra cool thing. We'll talk about the night, blah, blah, blah. I'll wake up in the morning, you are dozing while going to office. That kind of a thing. There's this kind of interaction. You kept engaging each other, you're talking, you meet and things like that. You go out together, you catch your phone and things like that. It does whatever kind of fun you want to. I get what I'm trying to say. Then, after we got married, life happens. Number one, economic realities get number two. The demand of life, the demand of parenting. And when that happens, we stop being friends. Because at a point now, it's not about just because as singles, what a lot of people are doing, there's no responsibility per se. You are still being fed. Somebody's still taking care of you.
Yes.
Even this lady is not yet your responsibility fully. Now, you still don't have a child to cater for. There are no health issues that somebody unexpectedly you are dealing with. There are no family issues you are dealing with. There are no external party, third party you are dealing with. So just the two of us, just the two of you guys, just enjoying yourselves. But now you are married, the life done on you. There's rent to be paid. There's work, the deadline of the office to take care of, school fees to pay, pampers to buy, things like that.
Parents to take care
Parents of, and even if you are committed to your church, local assembly to support.
Yes.
When all this begin to come into play, what happens is that the first thing that gets beaten or get the big blow happen to be our relationship and interaction. Because now you are engaged, I'm engaged. Now we are not thinking about romance anymore. We are talking about surviving and thriving. So what happens is that we begin to diversify our strength, our energy, and emotion to different places. Another thing is that once your woman get pregnant, there's this hormonal thing that also happens, that the sexual libido of a woman goes down because of that. So, and because of life reality that happened to us, man is busy, man is tired, you can do it every now and then. Because traffic catches up with you, you are dead on arrival. So what happens is this: because men naturally are more sexually driven than women, they are all sexual, no doubt, and there are exceptions. What happens is that the only thing left among the different levels or classes or dimensions of intimacy is now the physical and sexual intimacy.
Right.
Now, the man, because you are no longer engaging, you are no longer connecting, so another thing is taking your energy and your attention. What happens is that you don't have that kind of communication, that kind of openness, that heart talk anymore. And when that happens, you suddenly are becoming stranger, even though you are living under the same roof. And the only thing that is left, because of man will be mad now, is now the sexual intimacy, the sexual dimension of intimacy.
Yes.
Now, when you now start doing, the woman is tired, the man just wants to have his way and sleeps off. So what happened? The woman now sees that, look, this man is like, he's just using me. I'm not enjoying this thing because you are not connecting with her emotionally. So at the end of the day, the time will come that she may even deny you of that. So the only thing left in that connection, which is the sexual thing, now also become an issue, a trouble, because the woman is not enjoying it, because you are not connecting with her on a deeper level emotionally. So she begins to withdraw from you. Resentment setting, and before you know it, what your title is, I want to, you say, I want to, I'm tired, I get headache. I better hold yourself, Jerry. And because life will go on, we keep on paying the bills, and we're just like that. Oh, and because when you also get married, you are now your individual, you are each other's space, that your weaknesses that you are not seeing before, then you now begin to see the downside of your spouse, and before see finish go enter now, and before you know it, everybody is just doing their own thing. And that's why it's important that couples must be intentional about their relationship, especially as they move from the honeymoon stage of a relationship, of their marital life, to the reality stage. And these are the things that allow sexual intercourse or whatever to wane after people get married.
Wow. Are you guys feeling it as I am feeling it? Because this is an overload. I realize that there are a lot of comments there, and there's some people, I just got the notification, there's some people that want to call in. We will let you call in, but let us just take a few comments. Can you highlight the comments for me? Let me see just some, maybe we can take 5 or 6, because I know I can see there's a lot of comments. This form of intimacy often encompasses trust, vulnerability, deep conversations, physical affection, and a profound sense of connection. That was Manesse Etim. Victor Silva, Victor from the UAE. How are you doing? Victor, we've missed you for a while. It's like you went down. Please, Victor, if you can call in, please call in. It's one of our guests from the Middle East. A lot of marriages have lost intimacy. Sex has become something to do. It has become a chore. It's a job now. Something to do. We just tick it off on the calendar. To the ones who do not want to cheat on their partner, they just satisfy their sexual needs, and that's it.
So that's what I said earlier on, don't do this more common, and because they are no longer connecting emotionally.
Wow. He says, Manesse says, I think it should also be noted that non-sexual intimacy is equally important in fostering deep connections and understanding between individuals. That's what Dr. has said.
Yeah, that's what we're dealing with today, that when people said there can't be intimacy without sex, that they can't be, that they must have sex to have intimacy. That's why we're saying that no, sex actually is meant to deepen intimacy, not to create it. And if you don't have intimacy, sex will become a chore.
You don't have intimacy, sex will become a chore. What are common misconceptions about sex and intimacy? We will deal with that. Please, let's run. Let's Ezekiel Asuko says, are we only focusing on the woman not enjoying it? What of the case whereby the man isn't enjoying the sex?
We are looking at both sides because it takes two to tango. And you see, there are some situations where the woman is even having more sexual drive than the man. There are situations like that. I've once had a session in my office, and the issue was that the woman is talking about the fact that the man is not coming forward as much as. And I was looking at the man in my mind that the association of men want to call you to a thing.
Yes.
I'll flog how did they do? To tell me not enough for we not get enough. Right? You know what God do at all.
You don't get
No, I want to. So I done later discovered that the thing that it is we're talking about that if you must enjoy sex, you must there's what they call sexual intimacy. We must understand that.
No doubt.
But we are saying for marriage and sexual life itself to be pleasant, to be more fulfilling, there must be other forms of intimacy, like emotional intimacy, intellectual intimacy. If I maybe later we'll talk about types of intimacy.
Yes. I think we should take that. The comments are coming in hard and fast. Lucy Okon says intimacy is a kind of friendship and a very close one at that. Yeah. But people do misuse it, you know, and I'm sure she's coming from the place of singles, right? Singles and what happens when is it possible for people to misuse intimacy?
Yeah, it's that's what happens. For example, if your value system is abstinence or to only have sex after marriage, so people can misuse intimacy because intimacy, as we said earlier on, is a kind of sureness and bond between. Intimacy actually is a bond. Intimacy, another way you can talk about intimacy is a bond of friendship, deep-seated friendship.
Okay, hold on. Samuel Oko, so that you join the answer. Yeah. Samuel Oko say, what are other ways of being intimate that won't end up in sex?
Yeah,
because we are trying to say,
because you see there are situations in life at times when life happens that the man or the woman, for one reason or the other, maybe for health reasons or for one thing or the other, cannot fulfill sexual obligation to their spouse. So what do you do in that kind of situation? And that's why I said earlier on that once a relationship or a marriage have not built the foundation of intimacy, for example, intellectual intimacy, for example, where we have what they call intellectual compatibility. We can debate things. We may differ on opinions on issues, but we respect each other's view. As husband and wife, for example, things going on in our country, husband and wife should be able to have that kind of open conversation that talks about ability to have open, honest conversation. That there's what we call emotional intimacy, where someone is able to freely, without being judged, to express their emotion, whatever they feel, no matter how nonsensical it may sound. That is, I'm so free with my spouse, I can share what I truly feel. Because until there's emotional intimacy, there can't be what we call emotional safety. Without intellectual safety, without intellectual intimacy, without emotional safety, without emotional intimacy, you can't have emotional safety. Emotional safety is simply saying, I'm vulnerable. That's what we talk about vulnerability all the time. Wow. I'm free to express to you what I feel, the way I feel. It may sound nonsensical to any other person out there, but to my wife or to my husband or to my fiancé or fiancée, this person understands that's going to say, this guy gets me. He gets this, he gets me, gets it. I can be, no, I left, yes, that connection. So it gives you what we call emotional safety. We've seen men that, because they've lost their job, they're going back home, they can't tell their wife they've lost their job. That's lack of psychological safety.
My brother, been there, done that.
Yeah. So when that happens, that's you cannot see how that affects eventually your sexual relationship. Because when you are not free to express, and let's say, for example, you are not dealing in a way that your wife wants to be enjoys it, and there's no safety to express to you that, honey, thank you so much for all you do, but I'm not enjoying this. Because wait, why not enjoy it? I understand. I say because of your ex, you don't get. When such a thing happens, there's no emotional safety. The woman cannot share what she feels, or psychological safety. She can't share, or the man can share what he thinks. And once I can't share what I think and what I feel, then intimacy has been impaired.
Wow. Once I can't share what I think and what I feel, intimacy has been impaired.